Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn English 365. Today, we have a special guest. His name is Dr. James Miller. He is a dentist. Hi, James. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Anna. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks. It's a nice day, and I'm excited to talk with you.
That's great. So, James, many people are curious about your job. You're a dentist, right?
Yes, that's right. I help people take care of their teeth. I make sure they can smile with confidence.
That sounds wonderful. But let's start from the beginning. When you were a child, what did you want to be?
When I was a child, I wanted to be a firefighter. I liked the big red trucks. I thought they were so cool.
Oh, really? That's cute. So, how did you move from firefighter to dentist?
Well, when I was about 10 years old, I went to the dentist for the first time. I was very nervous, but the dentist was kind and funny. He told me jokes and made me feel calm. I remember thinking, wow, this is a nice job. He helps people feel better.
That's so nice. So that visit changed something in your mind, right?
Yes, exactly. I started thinking that maybe I wanted to help people too. I liked science at school and I liked working with my hands, so it was a good match for me.
I can imagine that. Did you tell your family about your new dream?
Yes, I told my mom. She smiled and said, "That's a good idea, James. Dentists help people every day." She was very supportive.
That's lovely. Sometimes a kind word from family makes a big difference.
It really does. My parents always told me to do what makes me happy.
I like that. So, when you were young, you already had that feeling of helping people and doing something useful.
Yes. I didn't understand everything about teeth, of course, but I knew I wanted to make people smile.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Make people smile. I think that's what you really do every day.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, I think so too.
Wonderful. So today we'll talk more about your journey, your family, your school days, and your first steps in your job. But for now, it's great to hear how your childhood dream began.
Thank you. It's nice to remember those old days.
James, you said your mom was very supportive when you told her about your dream. What about the rest of your family?
Yes, my mom was always positive. My dad was a little quiet. He didn't say much at first. I think he was worried that it might be a difficult job.
Many parents feel that way. They want their children to be safe and happy.
Exactly. My dad worked in an office, so he didn't really understand what it's like to be a dentist. But later, when I studied hard and showed him my grades, he said, "I'm proud of you, son." That made me very happy.
That's wonderful. So both of your parents supported you in their own ways.
Yes, they did. My sister, too. She was younger than me, and she liked to play dentist with her dolls. I had to fix their teeth with a spoon.
Oh, that's so funny. So maybe you practiced early?
Yes, maybe that was my first training.
Did you have anyone else in your family who worked in health, like a doctor or a nurse?
No, not really. Most of my family are teachers or office workers, but I had an uncle who was a science teacher. He loved to talk about biology. He always said, "Science can change lives." I think he inspired me a lot.
That's amazing. Sometimes inspiration comes from the people around us, even if they do something different.
True. He made science fun for me. He showed me small experiments, like how sugar melts or how plants grow. I think that made me curious about the human body, too.
Curiosity is so important. It's like the first step to any dream.
Yes, I agree. I was always curious. I wanted to know how things work, especially how teeth can hurt and how to make them healthy again.
That's such a good point. It shows that even small moments, like talking with your uncle, can start a big journey.
Exactly. We never know what will inspire us.
I love that. And I think many of our listeners will feel the same. Sometimes family support and a little inspiration can really change your life.
That's true. My family helped me believe in myself, and that's why I kept going.
James, you said you liked science at school. Were you a good student?
I tried to be. I was not perfect, but I worked hard. I liked science and art. Math was okay, but not my favorite.
Same here. I liked English and music, but I always found math a bit tricky.
Yes, many people do. But I think school was a fun time. I had some great teachers.
Tell me about them. Did you have a teacher who inspired you?
Yes, my science teacher, Mrs. Green. She was always smiling. She made lessons interesting. She didn't just read from the book. She showed us small experiments. For example, she once showed us how to make a volcano with baking soda and vinegar. It was so exciting.
Oh, I love that experiment. It's simple, but fun.
Yes, and she always said, science is everywhere, even in your teeth. That sentence stayed in my mind.
Oh, that's funny and clever. So she made you think about teeth even at school.
Exactly. Maybe that's when I first started to connect science with what I wanted to do in the future.
Did your friends know you wanted to be a dentist?
Yes, some of them did. They laughed a little. They said, you will look at people's mouth all day. But I didn't mind. I said, yes, and I will make their teeth shine.
That's a great answer. I like that confidence.
Thank you. I think when we are young, we need to believe in our dreams, even if others don't understand them yet.
That's so true. And did you have fun at school, apart from studying?
Oh yes, we had sports days, and I liked running. I wasn't very fast, but I always tried my best. I also liked school trips. One time we visited a science museum. I remember looking at the human body model. I saw the teeth and thought, they look interesting.
That must have been an exciting moment. Sometimes one school trip can open your mind.
Yes, it really did. That trip made me think seriously about studying medicine or dentistry later.
It's amazing how these small experiences become part of who we are.
Yes, school gave me good memories, and also the start of my dream.
James, after school, you knew you wanted to be a dentist. What was the next step?
After high school, I went to university to study dentistry. It was not easy at first. There were many new subjects: biology, chemistry, anatomy, lots to learn.
That sounds difficult, but exciting too.
Yes, it was. I was nervous in the beginning, but I also felt proud because I was studying something I really liked.
That's the best feeling. Do you remember your first time working with real patients?
Oh yes, I remember it very well. I was in my third year. My hands were shaking. I had practiced on models before, but this was different. There was a real person in the chair.
I can imagine that must have been scary.
Yes, but also amazing. The patient was very kind. She smiled and said, "Don't worry, you'll do great." That helped me relax.
That's so nice of her. How did it go?
It went well. I cleaned her teeth, and my teacher said, "Good job, James." I felt so happy that day.
That must have been a special moment, your first success as a dentist.
Yes, I will never forget it. After that, I started to enjoy the job more and more.
Did you ever make mistakes in those early days?
Of course. Once I mixed two materials in the wrong order, and it became too hard too fast. My teacher looked at me and said, "Next time, read the label first." We laughed about it.
That's a great story. Mistakes help us learn, right?
Yes, they do. I learned to stay calm and think carefully before doing something.
That's very important in any job, especially in dentistry.
True. After finishing university, I started my first real job in a small dental clinic. My first day was full of excitement. New people, new tools, and many patients waiting.
Wow, that's a big change from studying.
Yes, but it was the start of my real journey as a dentist. I felt nervous, but also ready to help people.
That's inspiring, James. Many people are afraid to take that first step, but you did it with passion.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, it was the beginning of something beautiful.
James, I'm curious, what is a normal day like for you as a dentist?
Well, my day starts early. I wake up at around 7 o'clock. I have breakfast, usually some toast and coffee, and then I go to my clinic.
Do you drive to work?
Yes, it takes about 20 minutes. I listen to the radio on the way. It helps me start the day with a good mood.
That's nice. And what happens when you arrive?
When I get to the clinic, I say hello to my team, the nurse, the receptionist, and my assistant. We talk for a few minutes, and then we check the list of patients for the day.
So you work with a small team.
Yes, we are like a family. We help each other. A good team makes the day easier and happier.
I like that. It sounds friendly. What do you do first with your patients?
The first thing I do is check their teeth. Some people come for cleaning, some have pain, and some just come for a checkup. I talk to them and make sure they feel calm. Many people are a little afraid of the dentist.
Yes, that's true. I get nervous too.
See, that's why I always smile and speak softly. I tell them, don't worry, it won't hurt, and it usually doesn't.
That's very kind of you. It must be nice when people leave smiling.
Yes, that's my favorite part of the job. When a patient says, thank you, I feel better now. It makes me happy every time.
That's wonderful. What about lunchtime? Do you get a break?
Yes, we usually have lunch together at 1 o'clock. Sometimes we eat at the clinic, sometimes we go out for sandwiches. We talk, laugh, and relax a little.
Sounds nice. And what happens in the afternoon?
More patients. Some days are busy, some days are quiet. I try to finish around 5 o'clock. After work, I go home, listen to some music, and spend time with my family.
That sounds like a good balance. Work, family, and some rest.
Yes, balance is important. If I'm happy and relaxed, I can do my job better and help more people.
That's a great message for everyone listening. Thank you for sharing your day, James.
Thank you, Anna. It's nice to talk about it.
James, your job sounds very nice, but I'm sure it's not always easy. What are some challenges you face as a dentist?
You're right, Anna. It's a great job, but it can be hard sometimes. The first challenge is time. We have many patients, and we must be careful with each one. Some days the day is very busy, and I don't have much time to rest.
That sounds tiring. You need to stay focused all day, right?
Yes, exactly. I have to concentrate. When I work on someone's teeth, I need to be very precise. Even a small mistake can hurt the patient.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure. How do you deal with it?
I take deep breaths, and I remind myself that I'm helping people. When I see a happy smile, it makes all the stress go away.
That's such a positive way to think. What other challenges do you face?
Some people are afraid of dentists. They come shaking or crying. I need to help them relax. I talk slowly, and I tell them everything I'm doing. That helps a lot.
Yes, communication is so important.
Exactly. And sometimes funny things happen too.
Oh, I love funny stories. Please tell me one.
Okay. One day, a little boy came with his mother. He was about 5 years old. When I asked him to open his mouth, he said, "No, the dentist eats children." His mother was so embarrassed.
Oh no, what did you do?
I laughed and said, "Don't worry, I only eat candy." He laughed too, and then he opened his mouth. It was so funny.
That's adorable. Kids can be so honest and funny.
Yes, they make my job more interesting.
Do you have any other funny memories?
Once, an old man fell asleep in the chair while I was working. He started snoring. I didn't know what to do. My assistant and I tried not to laugh, but it was very hard.
That must have been so hard to keep a straight face.
Yes, it was, but it's moments like that that make the job special. Every day is different.
I love that attitude. You see both the hard and the funny sides of your work.
Yes, I think that's important. If you love what you do, even the hard days can bring a smile.
James, you've told us about the challenges and the funny parts of your work. Now I want to ask, why do you love your job?
That's a nice question. I love my job because I help people every day. When someone comes with pain and they leave smiling, I feel proud.
That's beautiful. So for you, it's more than just fixing teeth. It's about helping people feel better.
Exactly. I see fear turn into relief. I see people who couldn't smile because they were shy, and after the treatment, they smile with confidence. That's a wonderful feeling.
I can imagine. You're not only fixing teeth, you're giving people confidence and happiness.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes people don't realize how important a smile is. A smile can change your mood, your day, even your life.
That's such a nice way to think about it. What part of your job makes you the happiest?
I think it's the moment when I say, "All done," and the patient looks in the mirror and says, "Wow." That's the best reward.
That must be so satisfying.
Yes, it really is. I also love working with my team. We help each other and we laugh together. A good team makes every day better.
I agree. A positive work environment makes a big difference.
Yes. And I also love that dentistry is always changing. There are new tools and new ideas. I keep learning new things all the time.
So it's a job that keeps your mind active.
Exactly. I never get bored. Every patient is different. Every smile has a story.
That's a wonderful way to see your work, as a collection of stories.
Yes, I think that's what keeps me motivated. It's not just about teeth. It's about people.
That's inspiring, James. I think many listeners will feel your passion through your words.
Thank you, Anna. If my story can make someone love their job more, then I'm happy.
I'm sure it will. You really show that loving what you do makes all the difference.
I believe that too.
James, many young people listen to our podcast. Some of them are thinking about their future jobs. What advice would you give them?
I would say don't choose a job just for money. Choose something that makes you happy. You will spend many hours working, so it's important to love what you do.
That's very true. Passion makes hard work easier.
Exactly. If you enjoy your work, even long days feel good. But if you don't like your job, every hour feels heavy.
That's good advice. What if someone doesn't know what they love yet?
That's okay. You don't need to know everything right away. Try new things. Learn, explore, and meet people. Sometimes your passion finds you.
I like that. Your passion finds you. It's hopeful.
Yes, I believe it. I also tell young people, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes help you learn. Every mistake teaches you something.
I agree. Mistakes are part of the journey.
And one more thing, be kind. Whether you're a doctor, teacher, or artist, kindness makes you special.
That's beautiful, James. So, hard work, kindness, and passion, that's your secret?
Yes, I think so. And never stop learning. Even now, I read, watch videos, and go to courses. The world changes, and we must keep growing.
That's inspiring. If you could go back in time and talk to young James, what would you say?
Oh, I love that question. I would say, don't worry so much. Everything will be fine. Just keep doing your best and trust the process.
That's great advice. Simple and honest.
Yes, life is not perfect, but it's beautiful when you enjoy the small moments.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you, James. I think our young listeners will really appreciate your words.
I hope so. If I can help even one person feel more confident about their future, that's enough for me.
James, every job has challenges. What are some difficult parts of your work?
Oh, yes, there are many. The first one is stress. Sometimes I work for many hours and I must be very careful all the time. One small mistake can be a big problem.
That sounds stressful. You have to stay focused for long hours.
Exactly. And sometimes patients are scared or nervous. I must help them feel calm. That takes time and patience.
So you need to be a bit of a doctor and a psychologist.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to before we start.
That's actually very human. You make them feel safe.
I try to. Another challenge is keeping up with new technology. Dentistry changes fast. There are always new tools, machines, and materials to learn about.
So you have to study even after many years of work.
Yes, I do. It never really stops. But I enjoy learning new things. It keeps my mind young.
That's a great way to look at it. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your job?
I think the biggest lesson is patience. You can't rush when you work with people. You must listen, understand, and take your time.
That makes sense. Sometimes people just want to feel heard.
Exactly. I've also learned that teamwork is everything. I can't do my job without my assistants, nurses, and receptionists. We're all part of one team.
That's lovely. Everyone plays an important role.
Yes, and I learned that success is not just about skills, it's also about attitude. If you stay positive, you can handle almost anything.
I love that. A positive attitude really makes a difference.
It does. Some days are hard, but if you smile and stay kind, even a tough day can end well.
That's great advice for work and for life.
Yes, for both. Dentistry taught me to be calm, patient, and grateful. Those lessons help me every day, not just at work.
That's a wonderful message. Thank you for sharing that, James.
My pleasure, Anna. Talking about these things reminds me why I do what I do.
James, it was such a nice talk today. I really enjoyed hearing your stories.
Thank you, Anna. It was enjoyed it too. It's good to think about my journey again.
Before we finish, could you share a few words from our talk today? Maybe words that our listeners can remember and learn?
Sure. I chose 5 simple but important words.
Perfect. Let's hear them.
Word 1 is patient. A patient is a person who goes to see a doctor or dentist. For example, I have a new patient this morning. Word 2 is care. Care means to look after someone or something. For example, dentists take care of people's teeth. Word 3 is smile. A smile is when you show happiness with your face. For example, a big smile can make someone's day better. Word 4 is challenge. A challenge is something that is hard but helps you grow. For example, every new patient is a small challenge. Word 5 is team. A team is a group of people who work together. For example, a dentist works with a team in the clinic.
Those are great words, James. Very simple and useful for everyday English.
Thank you. I hope the listeners can use them and remember them.
I'm sure they will. Thank you so much for sharing your story today. It was inspiring and very warm.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure to talk with you. And thank you to everyone who listened. Take care of your teeth and keep smiling.